A new era has dawned in the media, the new era of accuracy, transparency, and honesty. So for us at ANN7 in the new age, we are saying to media, let's up this game. Let's make sure that our reportage is accurate. I wish Juanita Hunter was here because she wrote a very negative article and said, I'm a puppet on a Gupta string, and so on. I wonder what evidence has she got to say that. But this is what happened. So I'm hoping that Juanita Hunter type reportage must not be encouraged, because I think that's what denigrates the good name of media. You can't have people that operate as unethical as she has done. But anyway, anyone that wants to have a look again, they can come. What's going to happen in a year's time will be transparent. Whatever happens, I don't know what's going to happen in a year's time, because what I've done, I've made it public that I'm looking for partners. And I've got a whole range of BEE potential partners that are already knocking at the door that want to be part of this. So subject to those discussions things may change. You might just have a 10% by this group or that group. But everything will be transparent, even if need be. We'll call this meeting again to say, here are the new the new other partners, as it were. But as we speak here and now, I think the question was, what is the status as we speak? And this is the status as we speak. And I would also like to hear, before your follow-up questions, what Philip de Wet's response is, having looked at the papers.
Thank you for these, Mr. Manyi. It's interesting to see this kind of transparency in the context of something of a spectacle, and I quite appreciate that. Thank you for putting some drama into the process of corporate inspections, which could have been a very simple process had you simply sent us these documents when we asked for them on the 21st of August. It's nice to be part of the process for once. We try to keep our heads down, but sometimes perhaps we shouldn't. You've said a number of things now, all of which are somewhat puzzling. One of which is you say that you believe that you had a right to privacy that would have overridden our right to inspect these documents. I don't know, sir, if you're familiar with the precedents that have been set in pretty much every court in this land in that regard. Do you think that companies have the right to withhold this kind of information, or that they should have the right to withhold this kind of information because of expectations of privacy?
No, I think there's, as you say, there's a case law on the matter, and I think the judgment was that the motives of whoever is asking the question is irrelevant. So I took all of that into consideration when I made the decision that let me do what I'm doing now. This was my own strategy in terms of looking at the opportunity that presented itself. Here we had very good assets, as you can see. One of the reasons I brought you here is that you can see the world-class facilities that we have here. ANN7 is the only studio that can even turn around and all that. As you can see, all of this, none of you here has got these kinds of facilities. I wanted you to see this and all that. So that was the first thing, that I've been here, so I know the assets, and I could see them going to waste if I don't do this deal. But importantly, as a transformation agent, my biggest issue was the issue of jobs, of people. You know, when people do all their things out there, they don't think about the small people who have to live, small people that are out here who this is their only hope for them to raise their children, for them to go to school, for them to have a life. Now, if we were to succumb to the pressures that were out there, it would have meant 500 people in this business would have been without jobs. Can you imagine? So most of them are black. If you go around here, we have something like 1:5 ratio in our black families. So you can imagine, if you multiply that, what are the kinds of mayhem we'd have brought to innocent lives, purely because we're playing politics with people's lives. So I needed to intervene and make sure that we bring humanity and prioritize humanity in all this. So that's why